Morning guys, welcome to Up and Smart Racing. Today is from the Vaal Classic course, good to soft conditions, and they have had some rain, 7 days, 10 millimeters, and all of that in the last 24 hours. So definitely good to soft. I've put the exotics down here. I've made some quick notes about every race by race as well for those that's interested. So head on over there and register for free on iponsmart.com, and you are able to then access these ratings on a day-to-day basis. We start off in the first, and it does look like a Mike the Cock double to start the day off, but not at that kind of price, so it's not really worthy of that kind of price. We have a Fashionigma that is very close to it on the bat figures. We have two red bats of a 6.05 on Lollapalooza and a 6.33 on Princess Philippa. That's also an only runner for Stuart Pettigrew. That definitely needs to be respected, and I'll even throw in a bit of a roughie here in the form of Gilder Grey as well. If you look at Gilder Grey, best adjusted time, best speed rating, best form, and also a bat 84 figure of 8.25 in green, which suggests that that is the best bat 84 figure of the whole field at 15 to 1. So Gilder Grey, another one to be mentioned. All in all, I am expecting Pink Legacy to show quite a bit of improvement, only his second run, and therefore I think that the Mike the Cock double is on, but yeah, the price is very low, so not really a betting proposition, unfortunately. So for that reason, let's move on. In the second year, Iron Will and Motown Magic definitely looks like the best two in this race, and I'd like to see the result of the first race first, because there's 8 lengths for Motown Magic here on the Mike the Cock and Luke Ferraris double. And Mike the Cock has 3 really good runners today, the other one being El Sakit. I wouldn't be all that surprised if Mike the Cock wins with all 3 his runners today. Candice Dawson could also be trying for the double in this race, so Iron Will is the best green bat in this field by quite a margin. And then the 2 roughies to include in your quartets is Forged by Fire at 40 to 1 and Let's Do It at 40 to 1. Forged by Fire, you can see there's some red bats of 8.12 here, and Let's Do It has definitely got a 1.21 bat here hidden on the 6th of April form, which was over the shorter, but definitely something that could have a little bit of improvement coming for your quartet options, in my opinion. So Iron Will, Motown Magic, Forged by Fire, Let's Do It in that order, but I think 5 and 9, Iron Will and Motown Magic for the bipod is plenty. Next race, I do quite like Fort Snow here at that kind of price of 5 to 1. He does have the best bat 42 recent bat figures, also has the best overall ranking, the best greenie points, the best super roll percentage, and all the bum rolls and all the bats. At 5 to 1, nice price. And also now Muzieni taking the ride again. He did almost win it last time at second, when he was backed in from 12 into 3.35. So get your money in early by the looks of this. The biggest danger would be Princess Tiana for me, and that is the Candice Dawson attempt for the double, so that's my second choice, followed by Ocean's Pride, and then the favorite Last Song. Now Last Song is a bit of a weird one, change of stables now, so probably expect improvement, but none of it'll be quite ready yet. Does have the best bat curve in the field, and that's mainly because of this 9.65 bat figure that was done way back, well, not that far back, 27th of February, and that Fort Snow is 9.25, just gets better than that, than 9.65 run, and then also has a 9.58 and a 9.24 backed up. So yeah, all in all, I think Fort Snow, Princess Tiana, Ocean's Pride, and Last Song. Next best only runner, Scott Kenny, Bust a Move. Those 5 will be the quartet. In the 4th race here, I'm going to go with Waltzing L, Erika Verdenese and Raymond Danielson as my first choice. best overall ranking, exotic ranking, adjusted time, speed rating, exact distance and form, and blue bat, exact course and distance bat. Second best, Arizona Lady, only runner for Janssen van Vuuren, Gallerina taking the ride. 4 lengths between these two on the bat figures. And then a bit of a outsider in the form of Passing Shot for me on this kind of a 8.2 bat. Don't know if he'll like the distance, but he is way ahead on the bat, in the form of red bats. And then what else? Break Free, Kumalo 25-1, nice little improver at that kind of price. On the Warpath, Grant Maroon 20-1, taking the blinkers off. And understated, yeah, I'm hoping he's going to be overstated today because he's the favorite, but his figures just not looking all that great. So yeah, with these kind of figures he'll battle to find a place at even money. For me, yeah, I guess I have to include him in my pick 6 because he's the favorite and he's Terry and Hewitson, but his figures is not looking all that great. In the 5th year, merit rated 79, and Canphonic Legacy does look quite decent here on these kind of figures here. You can see his bat curve is 11 lengths better than the rest. His bat 42 is quite a bit better than the second best green bat of Irish Rain, like 5 lengths. And then Black Thorn, 7 lengths. And then Into the Future on red bat is 1 length behind him, but red with Baron Boetis. So those are my first 4 choices here. I'd also like to include Lord Melbourne because Lucky is potentially having a good day, especially because of Brooklyn Bridge in the very last. I think Lord Melbourne might come and surprise us. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but has the intentions to surprise given what the rest of Lucky's runners looks like today. Others to consider, maybe Chinapod, the Cop and Twin Turbo. So it looks a bit of an open affair. This Great Warrior is another one. Only runner Jay Soma, blinkers taken off, so another one to be respected. And then we've got Fred with Warren Kennedy aboard, taking the irons for St. John Gray, so another one we really have to include into everything. If Warren Kennedy gets booked, there must be quite a bit of a reason for that. So I think that's another one to actually consider. Moving on to the 6th, and yeah, I think Elsa Keat, banker in everything. He does look quite superior to the rest of the field, and we're going to have to take a chance somewhere. So naught on the bat figures here, and also a backup of 3. Both of those being way better than Captain Hindsight on 8, Symphonico on 6, Chief of State at 10, Enjoy the View at 10, 17 for Calvary, and 14 for Battle of Trafalgar. So there's your banker, Elsa Keat. Race 7, another open affair for me. I'm going to go with Feather the Nest as my first choice, and Samoa, Fantasy Flower. Here we got the Lucky Hoodalakis again, as well as the 5th Wave. Some dangers, Rose Willow, another one, only runner for Brett Weber, and does have some decent form as well to back it up. Not very much separating all of these. If you look at 12 Oak, St. John Gray and Brown, 7.71 flashing here. The 5th Wave on the bat, 168, is the best green bat in the whole field, and that's at 20-1, and it's an only runner for Roy Magner, and it's an only ride for Jared Penny. So 5th Wave has to go into everything on that. Even Toto, if you look at Toto's bomb roll figures here, coming from a rest, Mike Azzi's got only 2 for the day, flashing on 7.39 on the 23rd of January form. Another one to respect. So I've gone quite wide here. Yeah, 6, 8, 7, 10, 9, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1 you'll see in here, so quite wide. In the 8th, I do think that Undo Trois is very decent, but I'd like to back it up with Miss Costa Rica, Strong Casher and Harry's Secret. Those are my first 4, and I'm hoping that 1, 2, 5, 3 is enough in everything. The 9th race, then Brooklyn Bridge, does appeal to me at that kind of price very much. Louvain is now gone, scratching, so I quite like the chances of Brooklyn Bridge. If you look at the Brooklyn Bridge, 2.44 over the 1200 Vaal Classic, and 5.13 and 4.24. The best 1400 Vaal has been a 7.75. So if you compare that 7.75 against the rest of the field, then it is still pretty darn decent. Now that Louvain is gone, which had the actual 6.92, it does make Brooklyn Bridge even a better proposition in my opinion. Funky Music at a 4.09 here, but his 1450 Vaal Classic 1484, he is the favorite. He needs to get back to this kind of form to actually get back into it, where this 409 is competitive. But yeah, I don't know if we can bank on that with Calvin Habib being the rider. Yeah, the intentions are not quite clear, and I'm certainly not going to back a 18 to 10 favorite, which only pops up here in algorithms as 6th choice. So I'm going to see if I can beat him. Given Candice Dawson has got two other very good runners here at the beginning of the race. Essence must come in. St. John Gray has got Feather the Nest to name one, and also the number 6 in the 5th race with Warren Kennedy that's coming from a big race. But Lucky Larkus Brooklyn Bridge, I think, is a really nice runner at that kind of price at 8 to 1. And then, yeah, Evening Rise, Purple Shadow, Bridge of Spies, Amber Glow Star, they all have some sort of a chance. But I'll just review the numbers now that I see that Louvain has been scratched. So, to me, El Sakit is a banker in everything. Under Trois I quite like. Brooklyn Bridge I quite like. In this race, I'd say Feather the Nest I quite like, but there's definitely some Fifth Wave, Rose Willow, Fantasy Flowers, Samoa, Toto, even 12 Oaks and Space race that could upset. El Sakit as a banker there. Count Phonic Legacy, Irish Rain and Blackthorn is my first 3 choices, but I'd include Lord Melbourne in everything because of Lucky Larkus's day. And here, Arizona Lady Waltzing L, you should get away with only one of those two winning it. I'm hoping Understated is very understated, but I'd be worried about passing shot with these kind of bat figures. Princess Tiana and Fort Snow does look the best suited for me. I think everyone will be on this Sean Terry double, Last Song and Understated. I'm hoping they both run unplaced. And in the second, Iron Will, Motown Magic, Force by Fire. Let's do it for the places. But Iron Will and Motown Magic should be fighting that one out. And in the first, Pink Legacy, Princess Philippa, Kill the Grey, Fashion Enigma, Lollapalooza, all of that. There's a lot of Terry and Hewitson today that doesn't look so good on the ratings. I could be surprised, but maybe the public is just backing them because they're Terry and Hewitson, but they don't pop up in the ratings quite good. So that's my 2 cents. Have a good day, guys. Speak soon.